just smash mouth. It's a good example tonight, right? I mean, are you impressed with the way they pretty much dictated tempo, but you guys again found a way to get the W?
Yeah, I mean, coming into the game, their reputation is, it's consistent behavior over a long period of time, and everybody knows this game. Really, are they going to survive this season and get into the play? We're going to get their best, and they've dealt with adversity, and that's what makes them who they are. So, and for us this year, I think I've been coming here all the time talking about driving standards and setting a foundation in the first year of this build. And so I feel really excited about where we went to win the game. It's different than the ones where we've been 15 down. And I just thought it was a butt grind for 40 minutes. They've got great guards that are going to be able to control the tempo. We tried to pick them up. We tried to speed them up. We couldn't. And they knew how to go, and they know how to go when it's on the line through a process to get a good shot. So we won the game in all those controllable areas. We did a great job on the glass. We did a great job of getting back on defense and not giving them any cheap ones. We played the defense again without fouling and kept them off the line. So a lot to be excited about leading into this. That's playoff basketball to me. That's what it's going to be, and I like where we went to win.
Cam, how is it for the players kind of in that tough grind, which can be really frustrating at times, how they slow the pace down as much as possible, and then you guys got to go to another level in that final quarter basically to get the job done?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good. I think personally, and that's to speak for the team, I think we're trying to go away from just kind of being a second half team. Just kind of throwing that first punch out there and it started from the first quarter when the ball get tipped in, But for us to, really come together and really, get a lot of stops and get offense going for the second half of the game is pretty good for us.
How do you become that first half team? Because you're right, it's kind of been that struggle, hasn't it? Particularly in the first quarter, sort of, get going. But in the second half, you've been an outstanding second half team. But how do you get that going as a playing group?
I think there's a lot of just being motivated to be able to not really wait on somebody else to throw the first punch and us throw the first punch and, have teams, try to catch up to our tempo of how we're playing, and I think that's kind of settled from there, just make sure we just come together and, be together on everything and just talk it out and just try to motivate ourselves to throw the first punch.
Defensively tonight, you guys did a great job. It seemed like the communication was really good and you guys were being physical most of the time.
Yeah, past month of practice, I think has been the biggest thing for us, really communicating in a lot of ways, and I think I help with that a lot. I think X does. I think all of us does in 1 through 15, honestly. But I think I make sure we try to complement that every time in practice too. So it was really a big improvement in practice.
Quite annoying. I mean, it seems like we're asking this question all the time. In his performance, he broke some records. Equal Jalen's record, most points ever by a king off the bench, most free throws made ever, most free throws attempted ever in a single game. If he hadn't missed that free throw, he would have had that record as well. Can you talk to his performance and just what he's added to this team, not just offensively, but the big thing you've talked about is his improvement at the other end of the floor? Yeah,
I mean, he's become a better all-around player, and when you look at the issues we have, the stuff that we're going through we need that firecracker, somebody that just can make a play. You know what I mean? The court gets spread, you move around, they're keying on Cam or they're keying on J.A. Yeah. They locking up Cooks, they're packing that, and now you reverse it, and you got that, guy that can get on the rim, get to the foul line, and make a three. And he just seems in his mindset really confident right now and fearless and really consistent. And I think tonight, there's been a lot of talk about Cam through the process of the season, but we had another guy out there that they really had to lock into, and I thought it gave him more room. And then in the first half, we've been playing a lot more small ball, which when we play small ball, Noy plays more minutes, and we're rotating guys in. And the guys came, let's go. And I said, no, Cam's going. let's roll with this. So, you come in at halftime, and he's got, I'm talking about Noy, he's got like 12 points, but he's only played 6 minutes. So we started him in the second half, and the second half, as we've gone through, was a grind all the way through. They weren't going anywhere. You knew it was going to come down to guys making big plays. And again, he was really, really, really good, but he's been consistently good.
Yeah. Matt used a word in that question, improvement. He's gone career high 27 against Cairns, into new career high 32 today. During the game, he said to the commentators, take the headgear off, best sixth man and most improved. So if best sixth man's a lot, how do you rate his chances as being most improved this year?
Well, I mean, I think a lot has to do with the team's success. And I think he has gotten better, but I also think that he's gotten better and been instrumental in us being in this thing. So I give it more weight, is what I'm saying, and I think he's right there for both of those awards. I'm not, when a lot of guys have gotten better, but he's, and I knew when we re-signed him what I had an expectation, and it's gone way higher. And then from the time he started with us at practice, and because I'm seeing him, coaching him for the first time, there's way more there than I anticipated. And, in all the other aspects that you don't see, he gets a 10 out of 10. He's great on the day-to-day. He's great in the group. He's a connection. And that piece, again, I know I'm yapping here, but I'm so excited about, because we've been under the microscope there as well. And I just think we really shine tonight, and he's key in all of those aspects.
And Cam, just to expand on another question that Matty raised, there's 9 games in a row you've won the fourth quarter, often with the game on the line now. Do the Kings sort of feel differently about the fourth quarters at the moment? Do you feel like it's your time and your turn to actually take the lead and win the game, given the success now in the fourth quarter period?
Yeah, I think so. Also, I just think we're not fazed by anything. I think our composure and our camaraderie as a team, guys make tough shots on us and make a three or get an and one. We don't really, get, or just sprout out as a team. Like we're all come together, we huddle, we talk about what's the next play, and I think that's really we have a real big next play mentality, and I think that's really keeps us together through fourth quarters, third quarters, any corner, honestly, So I think this our connectiveness, our chemistry is really like we're not fazed by nothing. We're going to make sure we do whatever we can to start to win the game.
Gorge, when you first signed up, and we had that press conference out there, and one of the things I talked to you about was the crowds, and particularly the 2 record crowds the Kings had in that championship series. 5th largest crowd in NBL history tonight. It's the first time you've really experienced that entire venue being filled. What did that mean to you? I mean, obviously, the Pink Hoops Day, the double header, getting the W, both teams getting the W, but particularly playing in front of that sort of crowd in Sydney, which you'd never done before.
Again, winning 3 championships in a row and coming in on Wednesday night, and Carfino's in a Hawaiian shirt. And everybody, I'm sending the assistant coach up saying how many people are here. Yeah. We were going through that until the finals. And then you get that, basketball's going. You get here, and I keep saying what's gone on around it has been mind-boggling. How our clubs run, and what Larry Kesselman's done with the league. Yeah. You watch Perth last night. It's not just as you turn on Adelaide, and now to come into the stadium like this for the team and walk in, because it's not just about the Sydney Kings. I've been in this thing a long time. It's about our game, and our game is in such a tremendous place. You see the guys on the sideline, guys like Andrew Gaze, Derek Rudger, Brad Rosen. There's people getting employed around this thing, and everybody, it's just growing. And tonight, there's going to be, because I was here prior, and they go, there are going to probably be 14,000, 15,000 people here. When I walked in, it was, I've coached a lot of games. There's not many like this tonight.
Yeah.
and the whole cancer thing, because I know all of us would have had, you get to my age again, I've had a lot of people affected by that disease. And we've had people within our club, people within our women's club, and for the game of basketball, not just the Kings, to put something towards that, to recognize that and be helpful in the community. I think it's really important for our sport. It's a grassroots sport. Women play it, men play it. It's a community sport. And tonight, I gave Matt, our one of our guys, main guys in the office, I gave him a huge hug and said, he said, congratulations. I said, no, congratulations to you, man. This isn't about just the game, man. This is about the show that you put on tonight. And congratulations to Larry Kesselman in the NBL. And again, people around, I've got a guy from Japan here, a coach from Japan here. People from China have come, and they're just amazed by not just the spectacle, but just how this is organized and how this is run. So really proud of Australian basketball.
Yeah, just a bit of a look forward to Wednesday. The Phoenix gave you a real run when they were here last time. I know you don't like to look too far ahead, but what's the mindset coming into Wednesday on a night where I think 2 to 5 are all playing?
Yeah, we know. We've played them twice, and the coaches come in and done a tremendous job. King's done an amazing job with that group, and they're playing. There's certain teams on a roll right now, and they're one of them. And so, but I'm excited about tonight. It was like the last 5 games. I said to him, every one of them is going to be like a playoff. We play that one, we come back, and we've got Adelaide at home, who pantsed us. So I'm just making every game now is going to be like a final. So we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to the challenge. They're a great team, and they provide us a challenge in a different way than tonight's game. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game.
Come off a couple of really strong performances individually. How do you feel personally about these big regular season games to come, and then the playoff campaign, which looms large for the Kings?
It's big. It's big for us. I just think we're just taking it each day at a time and the stacking days, honestly. And I think everybody kind of is, be against us saying we're not really scratched the surface, and I think we're scratching it, in a very positive way, and like I said, the stack days, like he always tell us, each day got to be good, practice, games, rest days even, so just making sure we take care of our bodies. And I think right now with everything coming up, like Gorge told us, basketball is first and number one right now, so that's all we worry about.
And you're on the Zoom. You guys are good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Cam.
No problem.